Hi, welcome to Module 3, and a very warm welcome to all of you to Module 3, where we will be exploring um, clinical governance. And I know for some of you, this may be a new concept. And for most of you, it will be, just learning greater insight and fascination and the realities of something that is all around us, integral to everything we do, something that we are subconsciously, you'll find passionate about, because clinical governance is at the heart of um, the best practice that we all want to deliver to our patients in every facet of healthcare. So, welcome. I am Dr. Edith Ubergaga Israel. I have been in healthcare for well over 20 years now. I work both in private medicine and the National Health System in the United Kingdom. I have led a number of teams across leading healthcare organizations. I am passionate about leadership, medical education. I've worked as healthcare medical consultant at the Royal Marsden, the Royal Brompton, Imperial Academic Hospital, a number of various other areas as well. Um, I have spent well over 10 years now um, really immersed in the Leadership Academy, and I have worked my way through from the Lord Darcy Fellowship. I was one of the first Lord Darcy Fellows, right through to taking on the National Institute of Health Research Clark programs, collaborative leadership across healthcare. Um, I have completed masters recently, not so recently perhaps, in healthcare leadership through the Elizabeth Gareth Anderson Fellowship. And perhaps more recent, I've taken on the NHS Executive Leadership Program, the Nye Bevans program, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Um, so, yes, leadership is something I am really passionate about. I love doing. It's integral to everything we do. And I think this is a phenomenal time to be doing this program. And I would just want to welcome you and congratulate you. The next 6 weeks are going to be interesting. We've all got to juggle the portals and the learnings along with our personal lives. So, wherever you are in life, um, there will be challenges. I have blessed with two gorgeous young kids and a family. So that keeps me busy. And I have a number of other commitments outside of work, like yourself too. So we will juggle all of that over the coming 6 weeks. Um, there are some key things we need to work through. So, week 1 will be an introduction to clinical governance. Week 2, we will go through how do we apply, haven't established what it is, haven't established what it isn't as well. How do we apply clinical governance? How do you apply clinical governance to your department, to where you are, to your organization? And we will go through, patient safety, which is integral to what we do, quality healthcare, psychological safety, which is a concept that might be new to or will seem new to some of you, but it's absolutely phenomenal. We will go through the just culture, metaphorical line. The just culture is something, again, in week 5 that will really move. And it certainly does me every time I do it. It's very moving, very passionate, very powerful. Um, and we will conclude with exploring how do we apply and just reflecting and exploring clinical governance in a high performing team. Um, so you will have your academic portal, which hopefully by now you're becoming more accustomed to. I would say the key to the academic portal is 3 to 5 good posts and really well researched, well referenced. Link the post, link the theory, link the evidence that you come up with to your experience, to the experience of your leaders, your teachers, your fellows, your peers, bring it home, make it real, speak about the challenges, speak about, your struggles, challenge each other respectfully, so pick up on things that your colleagues have said, and challenge them to delve a bit deeper. Or if you feel differently, again, it's really important to actually, I have a different take on that, because that's how we will all, as a community, and we're a learning community, that includes me. That's how we will learn. That's how this module will become meaningful. And that's how we will grow and enjoy the next 6 weeks, because it will be stressful. It will be hard. There are times when you will be chasing your tail. There are times when it is so inconvenient. There are times when you might even consider giving up, but I will challenge you to persevere. Hold on, keep going, engage, bring yourself into it. Find out what works for you. For some, it may be setting aside time every week, whether it's, evenings or early mornings. Like me, I'm an early morning person. Whatever it is that works for you, but work out your learning style, engage with it, bring it home, apply it to where you are. Application is the key. And then in your reflective journals every week, using a framework, reflect on not just that week, but reflect on how you have applied it. So go back into your departments after you've gone through the theory and, have interviews, speak to, engage with those who are at the forefront of clinical governance, doing it well or perhaps not so well, and reflect on what your learnings, what you've learned, reflect on how you've increased. Reflection is also about that introspection. So, be honest about it, shine the mirror into your soul, almost, so to say. What does this mean for you? How have you grown through this? What will you change as a result of this week's learning? And having applied that change, what worked well, what didn't work so well? That's how we ensure that the reflective journal is not just a tick box, but actually it's an opportunity for you to capture your growth, to capture the challenges, to capture things that you will put in place for this week and for the next week and for the forthcoming weeks, to ensure that there is progress, to ensure that you are learning, to ensure that there are things that you are developing and the group is developing, etc. So that's the academic portal covered. That's your reflective journals covered. I will also like to say that I often post at the beginning of the week your 3 scenarios. And it's not to overwhelm you, and we all work differently. Some will feel, oh my goodness, this is too much information overload. Try and pace yourself, I would say. If it helps, ignore scenario 2 and 3. Focus on one, and it's basically to allow you to plan for your week. So you know what you need to cover, and therefore you can plan. So there will be a group activity. So by the end of week 1, you need to have chosen your group leaders. So if you haven't been a group leader before, throw your hat in. Yes, it's going to be challenging. Elect a deputy, give it a go. That's about putting leadership into practice. So you will find that by owning up and being a group leader, you are testing yourself and really taking on that mantle of leadership, and you will be well supported by the group. There's no doubt about it. And you will grow. You will grow as a group leader. It has its challenges, but we will work through it together. So by the end of week 3, there will be a draft, from the group assignment, which I will comment on. The Jenga tower is what you guys have got to come to grasp with. And then there's the individual assignment, which is fantastic. Opportunity for you, for your natural flair, this is for you basically to really hone in on and to capture in the assignment your learnings, strengths, weaknesses. It's to show basically it's a window into your understanding of the assignment. So that's the individual assignment. So student support is there for you. I'm there for you. If you're having struggles, challenges, let me know. Let student support know whether it's technical, whether it's personal, and we will work through it. And I have no doubt that the next 6 weeks will be exciting. It will be difficult at times, stressful, challenging, but we will grow and you will grow as a leader, and we will all find this next 6 weeks meaningful by engaging fully, and by bringing our best games. That's how we will find that the next 6 weeks, and it will go fairly quickly, but this is a module that you will see such fascination when it comes to clinical governance, because it's there. You will see things you've never seen before. You will see its power, its potential, its relevance, and its excellence, as well as ways not to do it, etc. I would love for you to post, and you could do a video actually if you prefer. I would love for you to post an introduction. You don't have to. It's, either a few lines to say, this is who I am, this is where I work. It just allows all of us, you probably all know each other, but it allows all of us to capture what's important to us. I want to hear about your dog. I want to hear as well about, what you do in your spare time, etc. It gives me an understanding of who you are. It brings perspective, it brings richness, it brings character, and it brings meaning. It gives a background. So welcome, buckle up, enjoy. And I am so glad to have you on board. And I think we're going to grow, we're going to learn, and we're going to have some fun, hopefully, with clinical governance, believe it or not, over the next 6 weeks. So welcome. See you on the portal. Take care. Bye-bye.